Today, Mr. Joshua Gulmatico. This is Kriscel and Noay from Batsipet 3D, and today I will discuss my presentation regarding case research. For local, I have UCPB Independence Day Cyber Attack 2020, and for the international, I have Sony Pictures Hack 2014, which happened in the United States. So for case 1, so this case revolves around significant cyber attack which happened to the United Coconut Planters Bank in June 2020 during the Independence Day weekend. So the timing of the attack was very strategic because it occurred during a holiday weekend. So yung bank personnel were likely unable or operating with reduced oversight, which may have delayed the detection of the breach. So cyber criminals managed to exploit vulnerabilities within UCPB's internal system. Specifically, tinarget nila yung bank's ATM network and fund transfer system. So by breaching yung critical financial infrastructure, yung hackers were able to conduct unauthorized interbank transaction which results to fraud of 167 million pesos. So regarding to the ethics that we can learn from this case is first one, confidentiality and trust. Because yung mga banks, they have this responsibility to take care of the sensitive financial and personal information ng kanilang mga clients. So dapat protektahan nila yung mga data nito, and yung tiwala kasi ng mga clients yung nakataya dito. Yung pagkukulang ng UCPB na i-make sure na ligtas yung kanilang system ay nag-result ng breach of confidentiality. And second one is the integrity in cybersecurity. So, mahalaga na sa mga organization, lalo na yung mga banks, mag-invest sila and magpatuloy na mag-maintain ng matibay na cybersecurity system. So, they should make sure na secure yung kanilang operation and hindi ma-compromise yung kanilang mga data. So, regarding to the laws that applies to this case is the Republic Act number 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. So, ginawa ito para malabanan and maparusahan yung mga crimes na sinasagawa gamit yung technology and electronic system. So, sa case kasi ng UCPB cyber attack, malinaw na naangkop yung law na to dahil yung mga hackers gumamit sila ng hindi authorized na pag-access dun sa kanilang computer system, and gumawa sila ng paraan para mapasok yung mga ATM network at yung fund transfer system ng bank at illegal na makapag-transfer ng 167 million pesos. So now, let's move on to the international case, which is the Sony Pictures hack. So for the Sony Pictures hack, it also known as the Sony breach, which happened noong November 2014. So merong group of hackers who call themselves Guardian of Peace. So yung cyber attack was one of most significant corporate data breaches na nangyari sa history. Kasi yung hackers, they managed to infiltrate Sony internal computer network and makapag-access ng vast amount of sensitive information, including yung confidential data ng employees, unreleased films, private email, or yung mga business details. So, yung attackers, nagkaroon sila ng mga method para mapag-gain ng access dun sa Sony system. So, yung hackers issued a public demand to Sony to stop the release of their upcoming film, which is The Interview. So, yung The Interview kasi, a satirical comedy siya about fictional assassination attempt on North Korean leader which is Kim Jong-un. So, yung film na to, controversial plot siya to widespread speculation that yung cyber attack might have been state-sponsored ng North Korea. So, this was later supported yung investigation na kinonduct ng US authorities. Pero, dinedeny ng North Korea yung involvement nila dito. So, etong breach na to, nag-raise siya ng global awareness about vulnerabilities of corporate networks and nagdala siya ng cybersecurity sa forefront ng maraming organization. So regarding to the ethics that we can learn from this international case is first one, respect for privacy and intellectual property. Kasi yung hack was a clear violation of Sony's internal privacy, wherein yung confidential employee records, private communication, mga intellectual property were stolen and exposed. So, ine-emphasize dito na yung ethical principle that everyone, including corporations, has the right to privacy. So, and second one is security responsibility. So, yung companies like Sony they have an ethical duty na i-safeguard yung data that they collect, not only to protect their own operation, but also to ensure na yung mga private information ng employees is secure. So, Sony's case serves as a reminder na yung organization must take proactive measure to establish a strong cybersecurity defenses. And third one is cyber retaliation and diplomacy. So, the politically motivated nature of the Sony hack, driven by the desire na ma-prevent yung release ng the interview, highlighted ethical concerns around using cyber attack as a tools for political retaliation. So, yung incident na to, nag-raise siya ng questions about yung role of a state actors in cyber warfare and yung moral implication of using hacking as a form of political leverage. So, nag-demonstrate siya ng need for diplomatic efforts na mapag-establish ng global norms and rules governing cyber warfare. And lastly, let's move on to what are the laws that applies to this case, which is the Sony hack. The first one is the CFA, or the Computer Fraud and Abuse. The second one is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. So the first one, CFAA, US law siya that criminalizes unauthorized access sa mga computer systems, data, and networks, which directly applies dun sa nangyari sa Sony. Because the attackers, which is the guardians of peace, they gained illegal access to Sony's internal network and nakapag-obtain ng mga sensitive information without permission. So, second one is DMCA, wherein another key piece of legislation to sa case na to. Kasi it aimed at protecting intellectual property rights in the digital space. So, yung hackers not only access confidential data, but also nilik nila yung mga unreleased films and mga content ng Sony which are protected under the copyright law. So, yung DMCA kasi, they help to prevent unauthorized distribution ng mga copyrighted materials, including yung films, music, software, and other digital content. Wherein sa case ng Sony hack kasi, yung unauthorized release of movies like The Interview and other films nila is constituted sa violation of Sony's copyright. So, here is my presentation. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Sir Josh Bagalmatico.